My name is Molly, and I will be your dungeon master for this episode 12 of the Concord Illuminati here on All on the Table, here on the Transverse. Welcome. We are joined by Scarlet, we are joined by Isabel, we are joined by Adora, and we hope that Grumblebee will be joining us soon because we'd love to we're not going to have her next week, so we hope we can sneak a little bit of time with her this week. So she'll pop in at some point. It'll be a joy. It'll be seamless for you, but a lot of work for our saintly producer Adora. On the morning of the second day of Nosiotohegua, our heroes strike out to the mines where the giants are said to be clearing out an undead menace. The party make their way through a wood that seems to rapidly move with the season, cycling with each shift in the wind. The smell of stale ale wafts off of Odyssey, memories of the past night blurred by drinking tea with the druids. Kendall, striding slowly and with confidence, the most relaxed he's been in ages, returning from a wonderful night with Fawred. Aelin, full of intel about the things to come, and Karis, mind spinning about the new discovery in her family. They make their way to the camp and they start sneaking through the alleys between the buildings of the camp. And very early, they stumble into a sleeping giant leaned up against one of the administration buildings. Quickly, Aelin catches the stumbling and distracted Karis and rushes the party up the hill towards the entrance of the mines. The party is swallowed by this fine emerald-colored haze, this byproduct of mithril extraction that hangs over the mines as the disturbed sediment is exhausted from the process. As our party forges into the mine, they were beset by piles of rocks being thrown at them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the rocks.
We roll for initiative.
Woo! Yeah, we already rolled to dodge the rocks.
Yes, we did.
Nice.
So far we have Aelin with a 21.
So I just want to make sure everybody knows about this special die that I use, which just rolled me a 1. Because this is a magical die, and it doesn't roll high that much, but it always rolls high exactly when you need it to, and never ever again unless you really need it.
So that's a 4 for initiative?
A 4? I have a big bonus to initiative from being a dancer. That's a 7 for initiative.
Big.
I don't say so myself.
Big.
8.
Odd. Or Kendall, you're at 8?
18.
18. That is significant. All right, Odyssey.
3.
Nice.
Oh shit.
High five. You have to go to your right, and then we'll be high fiving. To your left.
Am I right?
To your left.
To my left.
Yeah.
You said 3?
Nice.
Okay, wait.
Go.
3.
3.
And what did Aelin get?
Okay, ready?
21.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, thank God I'm not first.
No, it was still bad.
It looks good on camera. I can see it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, what you see in front of you, just so that it's clear, is you have seen. I'm gonna ping the map real quick so that you can see. You saw the rocks fly out from these from two creatures that are invisible. One is right there, and the other is right there. They are not hiding from you, but they are invisible.
Here
so you know that
and
they're there.
here.
Yep.
All right, what are these?
Those are ghosts. Those are a different kind of ghost that are not invisible.
Okay, got it.
So
that's the other kind of ghost y'all were talking about.
I have a reaction.
React.
Okay. My ability lets me. It's called break a leg. I'm not going to break your leg though, Kendall. But I do give you advantage to the first thing you do in this fight.
Okay.
Cool.
Break a leg.
All right. So Aelin will seeing this will point at the nearest thing she can see and shoot it with her bows of cross.
I'm too distracted from having successfully dodged the rocks, unlike some
And the
people.
first will hit, and the second looks like it missed. And next up is Kendall.
All right. Give me one moment while I figure out what the heck I'm doing. Because I was going to turn undead, but if I've got advantage, maybe I want to do something that involves a roll.
Oh, yeah. I figured that because you are a cleric, that you would be a good person to give advantage to. But if that tactically is unsound because turn undead doesn't involve the thing that you want advantage for, maybe that's not.
Yeah, I feel like in character, Kendall is going to take that as encouragement, and is going to be like, yeah.
You don't have to do something using the roll. If you just turn undead and it's better, then we just learned a lesson today about playing D&D like strategically, and that's okay.
Well, I think Kendall would want to turn undead. And he is going to, with newfound confidence, since his friend told him to break a leg, he's going to pull his holy symbol out of his shirt and hold it up like that priest from The Exorcist. And he is going to start reciting the 8 spokes of Kendrick's wheel at the undead, which are blessed words, and they must make a wisdom save.
Okay, so I literally rolled 3 2s
Oh shit!
and 120. So everyone
Can't win it all.
What is the effect of the
A turned creature must
sphere?
spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can only use the dodge action. The turning does end when they take damage or after 1 minute.
Nice.
All right, cool. So the only one the one that saved is the one that you've been hitting, and the other 3 will
Nice.
turn. Anything with bonus action?
With a bonus action, I already used my channel divinity, so no.
Okay, cool. All right. So next up are the 2 poltergeists, and did they save at the end of their turn, or they're just effed?
No, that's until they get hit or until 1 minute passes.
Yeah, there's no mention of saving every turn.
Okie dokie. So you feel, or you will see them. You won't see them because they're invisible. So something happens. And then this one that you can see, it has to take the dash action or just move away.
The only actions it can take are the dash action, but it doesn't necessarily have to take an action. It can just move away.
Okay.
It doesn't want to be within 30 feet of me. It wants to be far away from me.
Cool. And so that's the end of their turn. They've all moved away except for the one. Karis, you're up.
Wow, that's pretty handy. What are these things?
Undead.
Hey, Bubbles, they're ghosts. You gotta kill them. You just go up and hit them with your thing.
Okay, well, listen.
I can
last
tell
time we
you-
fought a ghost. Okay, yeah, I want to know.
I can tell you that I know that they are undead
Uh-huh.
because this worked on them. Past that, I do not know yet.
Okay. Does hitting them work?
Don't hit the ones that are running or they'll stop running away.
Great. But, like, it's a ghost. Is it corporeal?
Some undead are corporeal and can be affected. Some are not. It's kind of the kind of situation where you have to know what you're dealing with or you have to experiment.
Right. Okay, then.
You saw that Aylin's hits. Aylin's hits landed. So,
Okay. Well,
it does
that's encouraging. Yeah. Okay, well.
They didn't do a lot, but
They did something.
Okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna. I will rage with bonus action, and then I'm mostly just gonna run up to the ghost. I mean, they if they're corporeal, probably they need to like walk. So maybe I'll carve out an electric slide path to dissuade, because it's this one that we can see didn't throw any rocks. Only the invisible ones, of which we don't know if they're still
that's
around.
true.
So presumably this one is trying to like touch you. So well,
Ooh,
yeah.
weird. I don't want a ghost touching me.
Yeah, well, in that case, I will run around and zoom. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll zoom to protect you.
With the power of zooming, all things are possible. So
Karis'
are you
eyes twitch left and right,
like drawing like
zoomiful.
this?
Yeah, something like that. So
Okay.
as long as the boxes are high enough to
Well, it is okay. So sorry, let me inform you of this. It's flying.
It's
you
flying.
see it's flying.
Okay, but then maybe we don't do that then. If it's levitating, I don't think this is a. I think we run up and attack it.
Okay.
Yeah, come up.
We zoom up and try to just
language. This is a
Oh,
good.
no.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a PG-13 stream.
Yeah.
What do you mean language? All she said was bleep.
Yeah. That's all I said.
That's true. That's true.
I said
She only
bleep,
said
bleep,
bleep.
bleepity bleep.
Okay, I'll just well, I guess I could. It's fine. My attack roll is this seems like a pretty obvious thing to know. I think it's 14.
Okay, hits.
Great. I'm attacking with my fancy colored but weirdly sharp ribbon thing.
Ooh.
Which
all I can ever think of when you whip your ribbon out is sky dancers. I just imagine it's the only thing.
I'm just thinking about the Olympics.
That's 6. I don't know if we ever established this, but it might matter for ghosts. But like I don't know what a whip's normal damage is, but can we say that this item does slashing damage?
Yeah.
So that's 6 slashing damage. I'm guessing that ghosts like have like resistance to regular types of damage or something like that. I don't know. I don't know anything about ghosts. That's not my wheelhouse. But just
so
want to
you
make
said
sure.
6.
6 slashing damage, and also movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Wicked. So I will
Yeah.
note that. So it does hit. You do think it is about half power. So as you move forward towards it, it's gonna like this faceless or this featureless mass, just kind of these burning white eyes in this purple mist, reach out and try to grab you, and they will make a melee spell attack on you.
Okay.
That'll be an 8 plus. Really? 8 plus nothing. 8 plus go hack myself. 8 plus 4, so it's only 12. 12 does not hit.
Nope.
Nope. All right, and that'll be the end.
zooming.
That'll be the end of its turn. Next up is Odd.
Woo. Okay. Odd is gonna go ahead and Sorry. All right. Odd. Am I moving now? There we go. Okay. Odd is gonna run on up here and maybe up behind Karis.
You'll also see Elon kind of hiding behind a half-open crate of mithril ore. Like, come on.
Okay. Over here? Oh, over here, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I didn't go that way, so sorry, Elon.
It's fine.
I'm gonna
All
go
day.
ahead and
All day.
I was
Nice.
already walking this way. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and hex this boyo up here that I can see. This ghosty lady or sir or they.
Yep.
And I'm going
ghosty
to
baby.
the ghosty creature.
That is bonus.
Yes, that's bonus. And then I'm gonna hit it with my curse bow.
Your curse bow. You're not going to
Yeah.
use your weaponized jinx?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Do
not.
your curse bow.
What's a curse bow?
It's a regular bow. Sorry, it's a crossbow.
Oh,
That-
I just said it fancy.
okay. Well, if it's because it's you, it's just a curse bow. Because
Yeah,
It is inherently a curse bow, just because
Yeah.
I really thought that it was like actually a cursed bow, that like it had been in Odd's possession so long that the curse had just rubbed off.
I could start gestalting her because there's actually a curse. I played the other day in a one shot an accursed the armament curse, and it was wicked. But
Okay.
anyways, that's my story.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, you hit. Roll damage.
Hooray!
plus hex.
Do I
So-
also get to double the hex damage, or do I not? Oh, I do. Okay, cool. I could not remember. Okay, let's see.
A hex means if you succeed, then you get to deal. All right, hex. I just was saying it for the people at home that what hex does is if you hit something, if you deal damage to something, you get to deal an extra d6 of damage, and you get to give it disadvantage on an ability check of your choice.
What type of damage?
You deal 1d6 necrotic damage with hex. I don't know what the regular
The crossbow is probably just it's piercing.
Yeah.
And then hex is necrotic. Do you
So
need me to differentiate between the two?
no.
You're not gonna roll any necrotic damage because it is immune.
We're
But you're
going
gonna
to try
roll
to do
your
necrotic
crit.
damage on
So,
the undead.
roll a
No, you
D8.
fool!
Roll a d8 and then add 8 and your modifier.
Okay. Roll a d8 and then add 8 and my modifier.
Yep. Dex.
I have to find my. Okay, so 15.
Wicked. All right. So that gets cut in half. So that is 8. So it is past. It seems to be ectoplasm seems to be spilling out of it. So as the fight breaks out, reaching for the symbol that once turned to sand in his hand, he finds solid purchase, and Kendall lifts it up, and the diamond within this wheel glints, and seeing this flash of light, the different a few invisible creatures seem to float through the air. A small gust of wind disturbs the emerald smoke and debris that seems to be around you, and another one of these bright purple ghosts dive down the tunnels further into the mine. As this happens, Aelin, Odyssey, and Karis dive forward. Aelin and Odyssey bringing up their crossbows to great effect, and as this happens, as the bolts pass through the specter, diving forward, Adora lashes out with her whip. Karis, lashes out with her whip.
Sorry, my name is like a very character in a D&D game name.
Yep, and as this happens, we will do another. We'll do another couple attacks from our friend Aelin. That the first one is gonna miss with an 11. Second one is gonna hit and do a bit more damage, and this thing is mortal. So Aelin pops up from behind this crate of mithril ore and goes pew, and then clap pew, and seems to be whittling it down, whittle by whittle.
Hey!
Kendall, you're up.
All right, so we have turned some undead.
Thank you for keeping that license track under 7 seconds. The Transverse appreciates it.
You're welcome. So, trying to think of what I want to do.
If you change
and I'm
your
sorry.
mind.
You could start. I couldn't even say what I was gonna say. I just had to. I hexed that guy for wisdom, if that's ever relevant in the future. Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
Not yet. But
They're not dead yet.
soon.
Oh, they're not dead. I thought one of them
They're
was
not
floating.
dead yet.
Yeah, do you have any ideas, Isabel, about the other ones that ran away? Like, is that going to be something we got to deal with soon?
I assume. Are you asking Isabel or are you
Yes,
asking?
I'm asking
Kendall?
Isabel because Isabel's trying to figure out what to do right now.
Yeah. I assume that in a minute, when it wears off, they're gonna come back at us.
So, Kendall would know that the immunities are necrotic and poison.
Yes, which is why
after-
I'm having difficulty figuring out what to do.
Oh,
You have a crossbow, right?
chill touch is cold damage, I thought.
Chill touch is necrotic.
Really?
Yes. You know what? We're gonna do this.
You could play
What is
guidance.
my range?
You could do guidance.
I was gonna bless y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bless up, bless up.
It's 30 feet and one. I haven't moved yet, so I can just put myself right in the middle of all of you. And you're definitely all in range if I do that.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna bless all of y'all.
Cool. What does it do?
And so it means that whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
And
It's a concentration spell that lasts a full minute.
Cool.
So that's 10 rounds of combat.
Nice.
And I can hit all three of you because that's what Bless does. And so Kendall, having kept his exorcist-esque symbol out, is going to now bring it close to his heart and pray that his friends will be okay.
Dang, look at that. Listen, for the price of absolutely nothing here on the Transverse, we bring to you sick rhymes like that. And you know what? That represents a value. And if you are not commented, if you are not subscribed to the Transverse, if you are not ringing that bell, what are you doing? If you're not listening to DJ Adorablue on SoundCloud, you're wrong.
It's just Adorablue.
Anyways, Adorablue.
Yeah.
So
I know that says DJ Adorablue, but DJ is just a side project.
All right. So you hear a whooshing very faintly down the way, and Karis, it's your turn.
Cool. First thing I'm gonna do is go over here. I want to see if we can still see the other one.
Let me see it. If you can see it, you can see it.
Okay.
If you cannot, you cannot.
Cool. Yeah. So, should we be concerned about the rest of them?
Well, they'll run away until they realize that I haven't done anything to them, which should be about a minute. So we have a little bit of breathing room.
Okay, so should we just take care of this one first, and then we can kind of...
Ja.
All right. Yeah, well, let's attack.
So having this pleasant conversation while this screaming ghost is just like all around them.
I was gonna yell like stress. I was like, "Hey, should we be concerned?" You know, like I feel like like it fits.
It's like trying to suck the life out of your friends, and you're just like the other ones.
What about those guys?
Point out that that is a very LARPer thing to do. There is something terrifying in front of you, and you just turn to your friend and you go, "So, should we be worried?"
That thing was in front of us 6 seconds ago.
Yeah. All right, so
in front of us.
Roll your hit.
Yeah, 18
hits. DiMaggio.
6 slashing damage.
Okie dokie, and you will gut this thing, and so as these two lifting up his holy symbol, or clutching his holy symbol close to his heart, this aura of I don't know, it's probably comfortingly chill, like cold
vibes.
Chill vibes,
no,
just chill vibes,
like temperature. Okay.
Yeah, like temperature probably. It's like weirdly soothing. Kitty butt.
Same way air conditioning is.
Yeah. And so he provides air conditioning while you're in the mine, which is always good service. And as this volley of crossbow bolts fire out, and as one starts to slip away, Karis will lash out with her ribbon, catch it, and draw it back through the back through the specter, and it will and the magic holding it together will disintegrate. So
Karis,
what do you
after
want
doing that, will look down at her ribbon and just kind of like tilt her head, because that's a feat of, the reflexes required for that are downright magical.
Well, you've been fighting alongside Aelin for a while, so you know how she shoots.
That's true, but also my
Hodge just staring at Karis.
Serious unclear forces.
So that now you have 8 rounds until the turn is broken.
So should we chase them down? Do you want to set up an ambush?
Not my area of
Now
expertise.
you're thinking, Bubbles. I really like.
An ambush sounds like it would probably be a good idea. If they're so concerned about us, they probably will come back.
Okay.
Kendall, how do you trap a ghost?
Let me think about it. Kendall's gonna think real hard about that in a religious way, if that's okay.
Real religious thoughts here.
Okay.
I mean, I figure his god's a god of the dead, right?
So the question is, how do you trap it?
Yeah, fake 20 is it possible / how would?
You would have to
Kendall,
surround it
no.
with sunlight. You'd have to pin it with omnidirectional sunlight that it couldn't run away from. So if you had something that did a whole bunch of radiant, like a wall of light, would do a great job.
Sure don't have that.
Is there anything we can do to protect
That is not
ourselves
my
from flying
speciality.
rocks in the next 1 minute? Like, maybe we should move some boxes or something?
So you can set up the boxes so that you have, like, a way to... You can, like, strike out at them through... can you describe to me what you want that to look like?
Yeah, well, let's say that... I don't know. I don't know how much tactical knowledge Karis specifically has, but my vision
In
is...
Durathil, a good amount.
Okay, well, my vision is just like, wall of boxes. How tall
Here?
is it in here?
The height is about 20.
It's like, how many
And
boxes high is it?
These boxes, it'll be about 4 boxes high.
Okay, well, ideally it would be 4 boxes high because they can fly. Or maybe
I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
these
boxes.
might be multiple boxes. Like
They are
high.
indeed. So if you are able to
we're good.
get enough boxes there, and all of you together, you're able to make a wall.
A wall
You wanted it
with openings
here.
for shooting crossbow bolts that are too big for rocks.
Okay.
Okay.
You create that so you're basically trying to. So the way I'm going to do this is that it's going to confer you half cover against them, or 3/4
Okay,
cover.
this makes sense to me.
I feel like it should be at least 3/4. I mean, this is the cover you get from being in a castle. Yeah.
So after about a minute, you don't hear anything, and after about 2 minutes, you start to hear just kind of this horrible retching, and these ghosts start pouring up the hallway at you. So I'm going to assume that everybody has a held action for when they see the first thing.
Yes.
Is that
Sounds
correct?
good.
Okay, so
Yes.
what are all the held actions going to be?
I'll just be like I have a crossbow thing. Let me see.
Okay, so we got 2 crossbow shots from Milan, crossbow shot from Adora.
Yeah.
We're just crossbowing it? We're slinging?
I don't have anything better at a range.
I'll use my jinx as a bonus action. Oh, we're holding action. Okay, so then I'll use my jinx. I'll jinx somebody.
Okay, cool. And so
Kendall was just holding on to a bless. So he's going to bless y'all again. That is 1d4 to your attack rolls or saving throws.
So that'll be the action that he's sending off?
Yeah, and he's just going to hold on to that because I don't see him able to do much else.
Okay, so maybe you're standing up here on one of those. Odyssey, you got to be up here somewhere. Put yourself where you'd like to be, please.
Yeah, I want to be like in the middle, but like below, not like up. Yeah, just.
Yeah, I'll be to the side. This is fine. There's like a crack in the middle of this little.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
hay bales stacked up, and there's like a arrow space.
Mhm.
All right, so ding, ding, ding. Let me get our friends back here. So are you shooting once they're at long range or at close range? Like, are you shooting at disadvantage for the first one?
I'm waiting until I feel comfortable with my shot.
Okay, so you're gonna wait until it's on you. Like until it's 30. The light crossbow's 80.
I'm trying to use like a regular crossbow.
Yeah, light crossbow, so it'll be 80.
Oh, okay. I meant like I can use like a two-handed crossbow. So
You
I'm
have a
not
heavy?
gonna shoot. That was my vision. I think I said it before. I don't have it on my character sheet, but it's something that I said like a while ago that I wanted to do. So I figure that's not like.
Okay, so a heavy is about 150 out. So so actually we just had our wonderful Grumblebee return to the chat here.
All right.
So you can, and then I blessed everybody. So you all get a d4 for your attack rolls and your saving throws.
I think that what I will plan to do, Molly, as far as range goes, is I will shoot whenever. Like I want to shoot at the same time as Elin. So whatever Elin tells me is the range that she's gonna shoot at is when I will shoot.
If you're both swinging heavy crossbows, I mean you're gonna get 2 rounds of combat, 2 rounds of shots in on this. If you're doing heavy crossbows.
Does she have a heavy crossbow?
Yeah, she's got all the crossbows.
Got all of it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Got all the crossbows. Every one of them.
Crossbow.
If it rhymes with crossbow, I've got them.
What about
the issue might be
no, it's got to rhyme with crossbows.
Dark vision.
Moss
Dark vision might be is 60 feet. So the first one is gonna, unless you have a Twilight Cleric.
No, got just a dark vision.
Hostos.
So I think the first one will go off at 60. So let's see here. Elin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so they will get to about here, and that's when the shots will go off. So everybody roll your attacks.
My range for Jinx is 30 feet.
Okay.
So I may have to wait.
Just me and Elin. We have advantage from cover and stuff.
You just that's no. Or like, you have the D4 from Bless. You have 3/4 cover from what you set up.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics. I guess the idea is we would try to like hide or whatever.
You need my initiative, or I've already got initiative.
Nope, you've got initiative of 21 right now. You're top order. So once this goes off, we'll go back into initiative.
So can we be should we be like rolling stealth while we wait, and then like if we're hidden?
You're not like hiding. You're just dipping behind something. So it's like whether you're in 3/4 cover or full cover, right?
I don't.
Yeah. So don't worry. I got you.
Okay. All right.
So
then I'll just roll.
Crossbow shots go off. So you want to roll your heavy crossbow at the Spectre?
I think it's got to be the hand crossbows, unless I can shoot the heavy crossbow twice. If you want to clarify.
Oh, okay. If you want to do the hand crossbow at disadvantage?
It's up to you. I think that I'm supposed to only be able to shoot twice if I use the hand crossbows. I think if I use the heavy, I can only shoot it once.
You can shoot the heavy crossbow at a further distance. So that's why we're using the heavy crossbows.
Whatever you want to do, Gorch. You
Yeah,
want to take 2 shots at disadvantage? You want to take 1 shot at?
probably just a standard heavy crossbow 1 shot. But I just wanted to clarify with you before I started like popping off with heavy crossbows because I suddenly grew muscles where I didn't have them before.
Love that for you.
Okay, my attack roll is 25, I think.
Is it roll?
All right, hits.
Did it roll? It rolled.
Oh,
I only see hand
I only
crossbow.
see hand crossbows.
All right. Sorry. That's what I was asking. I'm like, it's not doing anything. I think. All right. So let's try this again. When we click it one more time. Normal.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
I just am curious, like, what do we see? Like, are there different kinds of ghosts? Which ones are we shooting at, etc.?
Absolutely. So once the shots goes off, I was gonna I'll describe it. But so roll me your damage.
Right.
How much damage is a heavy crossbow?
1d10 plus dex.
Great. That probably sounded really cool to anyone listening at home. Just like raspberries.
Got 13.
Oh yeah, that's the coolest sound you can make.
Wow, that's a max. That's max throw.
That is the best I can do. I was ready. I was so ready. This crossbow it's got some of my best carving on it. Really.
All right, and
It's
then
got really good look.
Karis, what for you?
7 damage.
Okay, so that'll be 4, 12. All right, so the specter is looking. The magic is starting to wear across it. So as this in a frenzy, Karis and Aelin start grabbing these boxes of mithril and shoving them up and create this improvised.
Zoom in.
What?
We're zooming.
They're zooming. They build an improvised kind of duck behind wall with arrow slits in it. And as they look out from these slits that they've left for themselves, they see one of these bright purple ghosts with this twisting mask of white features start to pour up the hall, and the first 2 crossbow shots go off, and you do not see. Okay, they're not hiding. So you will see 2 invisible creatures.
We will, huh? Will we?
You will be well, yeah, it's just the way that D&D works. It's goofy, but
I'm not criticizing you. I'm just being
so there's
funny.
one right there. And there's one. So your 2 poltergeists are here. And I appear to have deleted our friend, so I'll bring him back.
It's like saying
I shot him. I shot him into oblivion. That's all. It's okay. It's not your fault. You're an excellent GM. It's just my crossbow is really on fire today.
Yep.
It's like
if it were on fire, it would definitely be dead.
It's like saying,
all right, top of the order is Aelin.
Oh, we're looking at a black hole.
I had Kendall kiss the arrow before I shot it, and then.
Are we just keeping initiative?
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. All right, top of the order is Aelin. Aelin, you're up.
Aelin, you're first.
All right, I'm just gonna let you know right now something just happened. So if you've been talking to me, I'm not ignoring you. I just heard Molly. I can only see Adora and Molly right now. So just in case anybody's weirded out by my reactions, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do things now. I'm shooting again, is what I understood from the last thing I heard.
Okay.
It's your turn. If you can hear me, it's your turn, and we're just doing normal initiative now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello.
Is it just me?
Yes.
You just went in and
Can you
out.
hear me, Molly? All right. There's the possibility it could be the storm that's outside.
Okay. So you want to do
I can
another?
hear Molly.
You want to do another attack with your heavy, or you want to switch to your handies?
Can I do 2 handies?
2 handies. You got it.
That's ambitious.
All right. I'm just letting you know that I can hear you right now, but I don't know what's going on where I keep losing everybody.
I can roll for you. So you actually
There's 1
got
handy and and there should be a second handy coming.
Okay.
If I can hear Grumblebee, then the folks at home can hear Grumblebee.
That's it.
Oh no, I think it's the internet. Oi. I think it might be the internet.
So you had a 26 and an 8. So
yeah.
So you hit
Ignore
with 1.
The blip. Yep.
All right, cool.
I will roll that back. I will roll that damage. I apologize. I think the storm is really screwing some stuff up here.
All right, cool. So you see this bolt whip through it, and it seems to be just about. It's the magic in it seems to be really starting to fray. And that is the end of your turn. Next up is our buddy Candle. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy. I'm doing okay. I'm concentrating on continuing to bless them.
What's going on?
If you want to, like, if you think that nothing you can do is particularly helpful, you can always just, like, delay in case one of us gets hit by rocks or something and you want to heal us.
Yeah, I think I'm going to delay my turn. Just assume that Kendall is focused real hard on this prayer.
Cool beans.
Because, like, on an out game, I do necrotic and I do poison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knew a death priest wasn't designed to kill the undead?
Now you have Turn Undead, though. Turn Undead is pretty strong.
Yeah, that is good. Can't use it all the time, though.
Okay, so this will happen here, and then the specter will glide forward up the rails, and let's see. It can end in the thing, so it'll go there, and it'll lash out at through this kind of this incorporeal hand will reach out at you through the mithril crate.
Oh, come on! Don't worry. This is half in character. I'm not upset. This is happening. This is just my reaction as part of the social contract of playing. I don't know. Here, keep going. Just keep going.
All right.
The only person I know who can say, "Oh, come on,"
barricade.
and then has a whole
hit
paragraph
Elin with life drain. Let's see here.
Oh God.
Elin saves, and
Nice.
so does not take anything. And that is the end of the Spectre's turn. Next up is our buddy Odyssey.
Where was I supposed to put the D4? Oh God, I forgot about the D4.
On D4 is for attacks and saving throws.
So you got an 8, so it probably wouldn't have mattered.
No, it wouldn't. I just remembered it suddenly and was like, oh God.
I had the same, but I'm like, I rolled an 8. It was going to make a difference.
I suddenly remembered the D4.
Honestly.
Okay. So do we still have cover or half cover or something from this situation?
Great question.
You don't see anything through the slits, and a hand just attacked someone through the mithril crate.
The hand,
my question is
presumably, we don't have cover at all. If they throw rocks at us, we probably have 3/4 cover.
My question is, if I were to move back, am I going to take an attack of opportunity right now? Because I am technically adjacent to that guy.
You're technically, yeah. So you would. It would be with half cover. I would give you +2 to AC with it.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to use my bonus action to move my hex to that guy, so that I can give him disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, even though he is undead, and I am a fool for trying to use necrotic on him. Shame on me. And then
it matches. It matches, right?
He's
necrotic, so you use necrotic. That's how it works in D&D,
that makes sense in Odd's brain.
Does Kendall
it's
know
a matching game.
Does Kendall know that all of these undead enemies are immune to both of those types of damage? Okay.
Undead are generally immune to those kinds of damages, which is part of why Kendall did not want to fight that banshee.
Yeah, that
She
was
was like,
This actually makes a lot more sense now. So what would you like to do, Karis?
odd.
Odd? Hello.
Okay. You can do odd.
Was it not my turn?
It is your turn. Don't
I
worry.
did say it was your turn, but it is also technically Karis's turn.
Oh.
Whatever
Karis, do you want to go?
Molly?
It doesn't matter to me.
You already started. You may as well finish.
Go ahead, odd.
Okay. We had a surprise switcheroo for this round.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna jinx him.
Okay.
Right there. Yep.
What does he need to roll?
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw DC 12, and I am also going to use my unfortunate accident. So if he fails it, he will also take force damage.
Ooh.
He fails, and
Woo!
this damage rips. So you see this mithril crate that this thing had its hand coming out of starts to shake, and you see this kind of puff of purple smoke dissipate from it, and you see it has gone away.
Nice.
Sweet.
good job, Bud.
You are still
Yeah.
We're all proud.
That's the end.
So
That's the
proud
end
of
of Odd's turn. Thanks, guys.
Right. You could
We're all
have
very proud. I'm not
guys
even
go
joking.
first if you want.
We're in the dark, like, get your
Karis,
money!
Okay. Can we shoot the invisible ones also? Do we expect them to be to be?
Yes, shoot
Are you
them.
asking me?
No, I'm asking Kendall in character. That's
So what we're dealing with is things we do not know anything about. So the best we can do is try what we have and
Yeah.
like work from there. I know for a fact that the things I can do were never meant to be used against the undead.
And you're sure that's an undead?
It was once alive, and now it is
counts.
not. And now it is acting as if it is alive, but is not alive. So it is an undead.
Okay. And you're sure it died? All right. Okay. What do we do with it? You want us to catch it, or are you gonna?
Shoot. I'm gonna shoot my
I
heavy
have no
crossbow
strong
at
feelings about
disadvantage.
this.
They're not
Are
hiding.
you gonna
there.
necrolyze it?
No, okay.
You
we need
don't
to
know where it
address
is right now.
Oh,
We
okay.
need to
I thought,
address
then I
this.
will wait
Alright,
until
word.
I get a clue from where it is. Like if I see like a rock move or something, I'll just ready shooting it at wherever that is in the general vicinity.
Okay, cool. So
Elin.
you're readying a crossbow shot.
Yes.
I
Wait, Aelin,
need to
you're
address
next.
this with you, Elin. I
Yes.
am not going to
I'm cocking my crossbow as I talk. Okay, it's not necrolyze. Got it. Putting the arrow in.
anything.
Yep. Okay.
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 First of all, I am not even powerful
Look out, that
enough.
one.
All
to be
right,
able to
so
make
Elin
these
is
things.
readying a crossbow shot.
I think it's pronounced
Kendall,
necronomalize.
are you doing anything?
Mm-hmm.
Kendall
Well,
is further down the order now.
Kendall's still just blessing y'all, although he's thinking twice about Elin sometimes because Elin's being a bit of a dick.
At this point, we're basically just like sitting here, like with our crossbows, like just turning left, turning right. It's like, where are the invisible ghosts? What are we gonna do?
And second of all, we have talked about this. I only want to raise the bodies of those who have passed so that they can do the work of the
It is
people
the
who are living
argument that
and protect
never
them.
ends. It just goes on and on, my friend.
The bodies. I
Some
don't want
people
anything to do with
started
their
arguing
souls.
it. So I see Aelin start shooting into the dirt.
Oh, no.
I'm not particularly sure towards what, and is not able to hit.
Grumblebee,
It doesn't know. She doesn't know where it is.
Grumblebee, I can't get you to show up. You're like, I can see you in Video Ninja, but then in OBS you're black.
I can't see
It's
Grumblebee
Juneteenth.
anymore.
Isn't that weird? Well, I can still see Grumblebee. I can see her video like moving.
That was actually a poor taste one.
She's gone on mine. I don't see
We'll
her at all.
cut
I
that.
missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please do.
Dear editor,
Yeah, no.
dear
Yeah.
Giggles,
Do us
please
a
cut
solid.
this.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with that joke when I made it.
I missed it. Probably for the better.
Yes.
Sounds like.
Yeah, it really is.
It looks
Okay,
like
she left
behind
it
your
at-
head. What is behind
I was
your
just
head,
looking at that.
Scarlett?
It's actually there's a window right there, and there's a tree. So it's the sunlight moving through the leaves of the tree. But doesn't it look
Oh,
cool? It looks like
yeah,
it's like
really
water or something.
It looks
Yeah.
epic.
Okay, Grumblebee, there's somebody like in the Video Ninja, but 4WLAJST is the old.
Oh,
Okay.
I can see her again.
Okay, now you're in OBS. You're working. Can you hear me?
I can hear you and Scarlett.
I hear
think
you.
it's storm outside. I think it's screwing with my connection, so I'm just gonna make it
That's
work as best
okay.
I can.
Yes, we're just gonna do our best.
We're doing great.
We're
Mhm.
doing our best.
I think Molly made an attack for you.
Nope.
I rolled
so you
everything,
shot sort
so
of
it should be
like you don't know where they are.
Um,
So they're
Found
not. You have no clue. They seem to be. If you want to look for them, you can do that, but you have no idea where they are right now. And so I rolled a percentile dice to see if you could get a 1 in 10 chance of getting the shot off. If you got 90% or higher, and you rolled a 80 to 82, so you weren't far off. But as far as right now, you cannot hit anything.
Bizarre. So Grumblebee, like I can hear her and see her. OBS
I
cannot hear
cannot.
or see her.
I can hear and see.
OBS
And now I
cannot.
can't see
So
or
the
hear.
folks at home cannot. Okay, she left again.
So we want to break.
I think we can move on. I don't want to like.
How
I
are we
think
going to move on without Grumblebee?
Well,
Oh,
like
I
go
see her
one turn
now.
at a time.
Mhm.
Like, because she keeps coming back, so I figure we can kind of go do the next turn and just kind of see, like, and if it's enough of an issue that it's like she can't even participate, then we should stop. But I don't know if we're at that point yet.
Okay.
Just keep
So,
trying.
Grumblebee, can you
no,
hear me
no.
now?
I hear you. I can
Okay.
hear you.
So, you don't know where the other two ghosts are at this moment. So I rolled a percentile dice to see if you could hit. I give you a 10% chance, and you rolled an 82. So
All right.
we will. You as of right now, you're not sure. Kendall, is there anything you want to do on your turn?
Maybe Kendall can find them.
So there are
Yeah,
invisible things.
I rolled shots in case.
There are invisible things that we need to find. I mean, Kendall's gonna look for any disturbances in
Okay, make a perception check for me.
okay, I didn't even finish that thought, but all right, I'll make a perception check. I was gonna say disturbances in any dust or if the ground is a dirt ground. I don't know.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah,
forest.
It's a
Any
dirt.
disturbance.
It's a dirt ground, dirt and stone.
Yeah. So so 14 plus 4, 18.
Okay, cool. So you will see, you'll see a hand, like a little bit of dust moving here. Did you see that ping?
Show me it
Show
one
again?
more
I
time.
missed it. Sorry.
I didn't see any pings.
One day our ping will ping.
I went a
Oh,
different
okay.
direction, but I
So
also
it's-
There.
see silly song.
Just in the boxes.
So you'll see something there. It's
Ooh.
actually kind of under the boxes.
Um,
It
So-
appears to have it appears to be in the ground.
Mm.
So now anything else in your turn, Kendall?
Well, Kendall's going to point it out and go, there, right there. That ground is moving and it's not you guys.
Probably this is when I don't know, shoot at the ground fruitlessly. since I'm waiting till I see any hint of it. And so if
All right.
Kendall's like right there, I'm just going, oh, okay, and just
Take
fire.
your shot.
Aim upward.
Take your shot.
Bubbles, they float.
Okay, my shot is 12.
All right. That will hit.
Okay, cool. My damage is 5 with the heavy crossbow.
All right. Cool. So that'll be 3.
What does it look like to us that it hit?
You just sort of see the crossbow bury itself in the dirt, and you just sort of see a little bit of dirt go, and that'll be it. Sorry,
So
for
is
the
the-
people at home, that was. So
Does the crossbow bolt, is the crossbow bolt in the ground or is it in the thing?
in the ground now.
So if the
Crossbow
thing moves
bolt
around, the
in
crossbow bolt is
ground.
not moving around with it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Good thought there.
the next turn, this will pop up next to Odyssey, and will
Odds luck.
attempt to. I need you to make a strength, an athletics check for me.
Okay. Great. Love that.
We believe in you, Audie. You got it. You got it.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can use my fortunate twist to reroll ability checks because I don't remember. I'm sorry. But if I can, I am going to reroll that.
And I also need a strength check from Elin.
All right.
Yes, I can. So I'm gonna reroll that because it was bad.
This
okay.
is a saving, right?
Nope. Check.
Just
It's a
risk.
strength check.
And you said
Athletics check.
acrobatics for me, Molly?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
In the party,
that's
where
better.
3 people have 8 strength.
Wait, is that a
15.
saving throw that you're making?
No, it's not a saving
Yeah.
throw.
13.
Oh no,
It's
it's
an
an ability check.
13.
Ah.
Okay, so
13.
all right, so you will fail that one. So and you're gonna take. You will be flung against this wall here. 1,
You
2,
sure you didn't mean
3,
dexterity saving throw?
2,
Just
3,
checking.
4, 5, 6, and you'll be smashed into the floor
Oof.
as this ghost
Buffety.
comes
I-
out here.
Just felt like doing the worm right now. That's all.
Yeah, sometimes you just
Elin.
gotta stop everything and do the worm. Didn't you
The
know?
dance moves are sick.
I'm doing
And
a dance
so,
maneuver.
and
I
Adi,
tried
you will
to pull
get
a Karis. It
you
didn't
will get
work.
flung this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and
I'm
you'll
gonna
you
use
kind
my
of
reaction
Okay.
to use telekinetic reprisal.
okay.
Oh,
So when I take damage from a creature within 10 feet of me, I can use my reaction. You have to make a strength saving throw.
Fails it.
Oh, great. Okay. So then you take 2d8 force.
So as this happens, this like the gem starts to glow. Well, actually, let me narrate the whole round because it's nearly been around since.
Yeah.
So as this final ghost seems to eep up, and this claw reaches out and slashes out at Aelin, to no effect. Freaked out, the party seems to wheel around, shooting into the dirt, trying to find purchase.
Scary time.
After with a blink of an eye, Kendall catches a small pile of dirt moving just next to the wall of boxes that the party has built, and points it out. And this is where Karis buries a crossbow bolt in the dirt. Seeing this happen, a poltergeist will rise up, point its finger at Odyssey, and it's not invisible any longer, and will
squeals loudly.
just start to blow Odyssey backwards. And as this happens, there's a small stone in Odyssey's pocket that starts to glow bright green, and it blows the poltergeist back, and the purple smoke disintegrates. And you are left with one poltergeist left, as Aelin is thrown halfway across the room and buried in a pile of boxes.
So-
Next up.
So Odyssey's the green stone in Odyssey's pocket glows. Just confirming that is what happened.
That is, I don't know.
My
How would you
Dragonstone?
flavor it? Yeah, your Dragonstone.
Oh, is that where the telekinetic reprisal came from?
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
I was like, is that related? Or can you use them to like control? It's just kind of what it
No,
does.
I think that's all it does. But I mean, that's pretty
fine.
sweet.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
That's
I'm
a
not
good
mad.
thing.
And as
Dragon Mama protected me.
as that happens, you will see you'll get a vision really quick of you see the dragon kin the emerald kin that you left behind on Real Lamunta, and you'll see them like sort of starting to excavate out the collapsed chamber, and you sort of see just the eye of Nilimananji opening. But the binds are still there, binding them up. Next turn is Karis, and you will see. I'm just trying to remove. Right next to you, there is a poltergeist.
Okay, and
That
it's
can-
invisible
I'm
now.
trying to remove the invisible. It's right there.
Okay, so what's
Can you imagine how scary that would be? Suddenly, poltergeist next to you.
Yeah,
Well,
not
to be
fun.
fair, I did just shoot it, and it did like appear to get shot while it was invisible. So it would be scary, but I'm like just kind of staring right there, already kind of spooked, kind of just like on edge. You know, all my hair standing on end.
Your back arches up.
My back arches up.
Your non-existent tail bottle brushes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My eyes widen and my pupils widen. My pupils especially widen.
We had fireworks last night that some locals were doing, and I have never seen my cat's tail become such a bottle brush.
Oh, very cute and sad at the same time.
Yeah.
I live
What's
out
up,
in the
Molly?
area
So,
where.
are you? What would you like to do, Karis?
I was wondering what I see. Like,
You
do I see the whole thing.
You see another like more potent than the other one that you'd seen that was corporeal. Just this thicker mass of this purple smoke and energy, and this that same featureless mask, much like the banshee that you saw, just a little bit less strong.
Okay, and it's like out. It's like it's not in the ground anymore.
No, I'm just looking for the status effect so I can make it visible for you.
Okay. Cool. Well, if it's visible, well, I guess that I will just move in front of it to try to stop it from attacking everybody else and just attack it. Happy to drop my crossbow on the ground and pull out my
Cool, you do.
thingy and do my attack. Maybe I will. Let me see. We have Kendall. I mean, they can't. But Elin. So maybe I'll move over here, like, so that if anybody wants to come over and flank with me, they can.
All right.
Okay, my attack roll is 17.
Hits.
Okay.
And this thing is over here.
Yep.
Okay.
So my damage is 7 and reduced speed by 10 feet.
Okay, cool. So so what does that look like?
So Karis, like, okay, so the poltergeist appears out of thin air. Karis is very spooked and immediately like turns around and just runs onto the other side of it, and then sort of collects herself a little bit, drops her crossbow. Actually, she dropped her crossbow when she got spooked. Collects herself, pulls out her ribbon, and tries to wrap it around the enemy and contain it as best as possible.
Cool.
It's ribbon time.
And so and so as you see this odd, you're sort of just like you just landed in this pile of boxes, and you just sort of like come to, and a couple leaves fall out of your hair, and you see a full-fledged, just a big ghost standing right here, and Karis is just rolled between its legs and cut it up with a ribbon. What do you do?
Cheapers creepers, that's a big boy.
Fair.
I don't know. That's what happened. I know I can't. So I'm going to move my hex again. I'm probably just gonna do the same thing, honestly. I'm gonna move my hex again and give him disadvantage on wisdom. And then I am going to use as a bonus action, and then as my action, I will jinx him, and I will use my unfortunate accident
Okay.
for the turn. So he rolls a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
And from the throw, I assign you the damage. It was 10.
Oh, great.
Wisdom saving throw?
With disadvantage.
With
disadvantage.
Okay. It fails.
Okay, great. So then he takes 1d8 force damage. Oh, and I rolled an 8.
Nice.
So then that is the magic binding this poltergeist together is starting to fade as the white faceless mask starts to rip asunder, and there's just these spouts of purple magic that seem to pour out. This seems like hot steam. Aelin, you're up.
Oh, and I'll also,
Right.
sorry, just as part of it, I get to give him disadvantage on an ability check as well. So just for funsies, we'll go for
Yes.
Acrobatics. In case
Okay.
he's doing some intense acrobatics.
You
All
get
right.
to
What,
choose an
Karis?
ability, not a skill.
Yeah, you get to
Um,
pick
Like a
Dex or
stat.
Strength.
Oh shit! I thought it was just a skill check.
Well, I don't know. I was
Shoot!
looking here.
I mean, no, I think you're right. I'm reading it right now. Okay, cool. Well, then I will do what he's already got wisdom. Do they stack?
No.
You can't double.
Okay. Well, then I'll just leave him. I'll just leave him with wisdom.
Okay. Aelin, the magic is really starting to fray
Yeah.
on this poltergeist. What would you like to do?
Can you ping on the map where they are? There's one there.
Right next to me.
That's where.
That's the only one.
All right.
So
So
we can
there's
so far.
like all these green speckle spots I noticed, and I was like,
Okay.
"Are those actually supposed to be them?" And I didn't realize that. It's just artwork, artistic and liberties there. All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to smack it. I'm going to actually roll these manually because I think that when I try to roll, it's part of what's causing me to lose you guys with this storm outside. So we're going to do manual rolls instead.
Love it.
So
I've been doing manual rolls for a
I'm
while.
gonna
It feels
do-
good.
Don't
yeah,
forget your
usually
D4.
it depends on what I'm doing. Yeah, usually it depends on what I'm doing. But I'm like, oh, this isn't working. I think it's causing me to cut out. That's going to be a 17 on the first handy.
Hits.
Is that a hit or no hit? All right. And we're going to do pow. The second one is now add the D4 to it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
On,
Father's AC.
20. Dirty 20.
All right, so as all this happens, so you feel this cloud of smoke pours out from Odyssey as he drives it forward, and it wraps itself around this poltergeist and starts to draw it in the middle, kind of squeezing it and tightening it, impeding its ability to do anything. Karis, as this happened, Karis dives under, lashing out with the ribbon, cutting into its incorporeal form, and Aelin with 2 shots drives through it. Where do you shoot?
First one, I'm assuming it's got like a humanoid form, right? It's a poltergeist, kind of like a head, kind of like a body.
Head in a sheet.
Ena's gonna roughly aim for like where eyeballs would be.
He has a sheet?
No. No, it's just
An
it's like
ectoplasmic
the purple ephemeral energy behind it.
I was just thinking maybe it's not really undead if it's got a sheet on.
You lied to me! I just killed a child!
Roll to find feet.
So as this
That was Lydia Dietz under there, just exploring her inner deadness, alright? And I just killed her.
Lydia never went under the sheet though.
We're helping her explore.
We're not gonna let the GM continue. We're just gonna keep making sheet jokes.
Hey, you know what? I never said it was a sheety joke.
Ooh.
Hey!
All right. So you are So this magic just completely evaporates, and this again at this mist as you go by it, Kendall, it gives you that same hydrophobic surface
vibes.
feeling.
Getting the vibes.
And
this
so
is
otherwise you have cleared the entranceway. As you look down this hallway, you'll see that the path takes two different there's a right fork and a left fork.
Down like the left fork, there's a fork. Just confirming.
There is, as you go down this pathway where you're headed.
Okay.
At the bottom, you'll come to a right fork and a left fork. The right one curves up and to the right, upwards, sort of begins to spiral. The left goes down.
Okay.
And Molly,
My
that
vision is
mist
not
came from
updating.
the. Sorry,
From the disintegrating ghost.
poltergeist. Okay, I wanted to
Poltergeist.
just be double sure I got that right.
Should we see that
and-
on the map?
Yeah,
Nope.
is
Oh, okay, got it. So
the
can you describe
fork
it again?
visible?
So you have the fork is not visible. So
Okay.
on the map. So you have, as you kind of reach the bottom here, you'll walk along for a few minutes down this path, and it'll kind of take you down and down. And there's a fork that leads off to the right that seems to be it seems to be relatively well, and it seems to be kind of not as well traveled as the fork going down to the left. And they don't appear to be active cart tracks going up that way, but there are active cart tracks going down to the left.
So, I'm not really a miner, but is it me or do those tracks look like the same as the carts on this left side? Like people actually use this side, right?
Right.
Yeah, let's avoid
think-
the people.
No, actually, I think we want to go where the people are going because the people are the ones who are seeing these ghosts. So
There shouldn't be anybody
True.
down here right now, Audie. So that's actually a good point. Right now, there really shouldn't be anybody in here. So if anybody hears anything, that's probably a ghost. Or
We have
Because
those
everybody's
somebody
out
doing
celebrating.
guards, though.
yeah, somebody could be doing something naughty. But that's a good point that Audie's making when they thought somebody would be down here. There shouldn't be, right? So that if we
There
hear
shouldn't be.
something, yeah.
if you
That
hear
keep an
something,
eye- keep an
tell
ear
us
out.
all.
When we arrived, Molly, were there giants in the mines, or they were just outside? They were inside the mines. with
They
us,
were
right?
outside the mines. You have not seen any in the mines thus far.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then yeah, odds down for that.
What's weird though is like, why is there a right passage if it's not used?
Well, I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it just didn't
Mine's-
have a very high yield.
mine's just complicated. Like you just go in whatever directions. I don't know.
well,
Well,
so
it's like, is that where the ghosts float? You know, because they don't leave footprints, or do they?
Hey,
I mean,
No.
there could be a lot of reasons why there's a right path. They might not have explored that area very much yet, so they didn't bother putting tracks there. Or maybe that they went in one direction and there was nothing to get.
That's fair. I like I said, I'm not a minor, more of a major myself, but I don't really understand why there would be another passage. Like
Didn't you spend
if they were
all day
digging
yesterday
another
in front?
hole.
With
Well,
mine?
Well, I'm just saying. Do you think it's worth it at all to go? Because there's not even like if they were digging over there, wouldn't we still see footprints, right? Because somebody was going over there at all.
Right.
But
Let's
there's
think about
nothing,
this.
so
Let's think.
do you think it's not worth anything?
Let's-
Like, should we just go left?
Let's
Just
think.
don't worry
Let's
about
think. Let's say that the ghosts were summoned somehow by the giants and Ebola. In that world, how are they keeping them here? Should we be searching for some kind of artifact that is tethering and controlling the ghosts to this area? And if so, where would it be? Where would they hide it? Or maybe someone is here. Maybe they have shifts and they just have people like Kendall just calling up ghosts over and
Yeah,
over.
seems like a Kendall question.
I don't call up ghosts over and over. I have no interest in the spirit.
Did you not hear Kendall back there with the poltergeist? They don't necrolyze, all right? We just went over that. That's what they said.
All right,
You know,
you get the point. Which
Will
way?
be
Where would they?
respectful.
I'm
Would they have
honestly
to-
Is it like
offended.
specters?
They'd have to hide it from while there were people here
Odd.
before they left. They would have
Yeah.
had to hide it then, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Would you go down the right because somehow you're hiding your tracks? Like, did somebody
Yeah, I think we should go
smear
down
their
the
tracks out of the way, or
Because
or
they
something?
had to hide. They had to hide whatever's bringing.
They're
the
hiding their
ghosts.
tracks. Maybe they just like dusted it, done and dusted, right?
Well, I mean,
I don't
there are
know.
tracks. There's just not as many.
There's fewer tracks.
Would you? So why don't we do some
Kendall?
rolls here?
Kendall would like to look at something in particular.
Investigation.
Going on about tracks. Kendall would like to look if there are tracks on the right side at all.
Well, okay, so there's two different kinds of tracks. So you're talking about rail tracks, like you're using for the mine carts, or
Like
footprints.
people walking.
Footprints.
Some put mine
Footprints.
carts on.
The mine cart goes down the left. You're looking for footprints on the right. Make a survival check. Or I will take investigation.
Any of us?
I would
or-
Well,
like
actually,
to do
perception.
investigation.
I'm doing perception check.
Actually, I'll do perception. My perception's better.
23. I did a 23 on perception.
I'll assist. I have expertise in perception. I can assist if someone wants to roll an
Oh,
advantage.
hot dang! That is a 23 on perception.
Okay, so we have
We're
2
really
23s.
freaking perceptive.
So, what you will see in this right fork is some fairly... There's evidence that, like, the last time that this right fork was really used, it was like they were hauling equipment out of it. So it seems like they were just like that. It's an abandoned shaft, and there's like evidence that there's been equipment dragged out of it, and there is evidence of like some small lumber being brought up one side, just kind of as though they were trying to build something up there, but they just abandoned it and seem to have brought everything else back down.
So it looks like the old tracks, and it's been abandoned.
There are old tracks showing like the rails being brought out,
Mhm.
and there's a small evidence of like they tried to bring something up and build something, but then they also bailed on that.
All right,
Okay.
Kendall, hear me out.
And
I think you should hear me out because I've been trying to get the Verdant Edge fights for a while now.
We can hear you now. Go. Time.
So there's very old tracks, and it looks like they were trying to bring something, but they brought it back. So here's what I'm thinking. Some of mining, from what I understand, is science, and some is a little bit of luck. And maybe they went in a direction they thought would be profitable, and they were not lucky.
They accidentally uncovered a burial ground, and that's why all these ghosts are from. That makes
could
so
be the
much
case.
sense.
That could be the case. Here's what I'm trying to say. We know for fact that people are seeing the ghosts. We also know, based on the way this all looks, that people are not working in that passage. It was abandoned. The people are working in the left passage, which has tracks. So we know that where they were sighted was not on the right. That doesn't mean that there isn't some kind of ritual circle or artifact in that room. But that's a little bit of a stretch. We don't know how they're bringing them in here. So I honestly think we should go to where they've been witnessed and then track them from there.
Just go on a ghost hunt.
Well, you are the ghost expert.
It's really a matter of do we want to go on where we know they've been sighted or on a hunch? And the hunch could be good. I'm not shooting it down.
so we have. It sounds like a vote for left.
Oh, it's pretty amicable. He's not gonna.
I just want to
Paris.
look around more. I don't care.
Okay.
Grumblebee,
So
any
you've got-
objections
All right,
to left?
let's go. Kara starts walking on the
I
left.
voted left first, and then we
Great.
did more
Okay.
investigation. So
we're going left.
I'm ready to go.
Here we go. All right, cool. So you will start to make your way down. How are you approaching this walk down the shaft?
Unless somebody says or does something about it,
Cautiously.
I'm in front and just going, just walking, just look around.
Regular pace.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
Right.
Yeah, I'll grab Karis by the nape of her neck,
Oh, okay.
by her scruff, if
Yeah.
you will,
Ah,
and
Excuse
and shush her and be like, stealth. Come on.
oh, yeah.
All
okay.
right. So roll
Ghosts.
a group stealth check for me.
My result is 15.
21.
16.
Okay. Well, I've been rolling really well up until now.
Uh-oh.
I got a 3.
Well, it's a group health check.
Kendall's
So it's a
moved over
21, a 3, a 12, and a 16.
15.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait. I got a 16. Karis, you got a 15. Who got the
Oh,
12?
so there's no 12. It's
Yeah, there's
3,
no 12.
15, 16, 21.
Okay.
That's slightly better. Very
Wait,
slightly better.
Is that a reveal that there's
Better.
actually a ghost with us right now? Is
So-
that the secret? Is that
Is anyone in the room with us now?
As
That's
you So cool. You make your way down. You start and it bends off to the left and it drops quickly and then it turns to the right. And as you, I need everyone to make a perception check for me.
Not right now. I'm not feeling perceptive. I rolled a 6. I'm looking at
Wow.
the gun.
I got a 16.
12.
19.
That's good for me. I'm not good at perception.
Okay, so
Kendall's being real loud, but he's looking real hard.
Kendall, so kind of clanking your boot against each wooden beam of or probably just banging a weapon up against the metal rail of
Yeah, sure.
the carts.
Sure, that sounds
Um,
like something stupid that would happen, yeah.
You will hear what languages do you speak?
Kendall speaks obviously Elvish. He speaks Giant. And I'm trying to see if there's another
Common.
one. And Common.
Okay, so you will hear in Giant, you'll hear come on, load up these boxes, get them out. And then you'll hear a kind of a stones being put back into place. You'll hear
Okay.
like a crate being placed, and then you'll hear kind of the clinking of stones. And probably after about a minute, that will stop, and you'll just sort of go back to hearing just kind of labored breathing of
Just
a
Kendall
large
hears that?
creature.
Labored breathing of a large creature. So I heard, come on, put these boxes, clink, 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 and a labored breathing of a large creature. Okay.
Yep.
How
Just
large?
in giant.
Like
in giant.
like giant large or
Yes.
like okay.
The giants we've fought have been large so far, right?
So Kendall's gonna put his hand up
I told you guys there were going to be giants here.
and be in a way. Kendall's gonna put his hand up to ask you all to stop and ask, "Did you all hear that?"
Hell, what?
I mean, I didn't understand it.
Okay. What he was saying was they're moving around some boxes, and it sounds like it's very difficult for them because they're really laboring in their breathing. So they might be distracted enough. We can sneak by. I don't know.
Wait, who?
It's the
What are you
giants.
talking about?
Ship,
They're down here.
ship. Oh, the air down here is awful.
Okay, now he's saying that the air down here is awful.
I thought they were gone. They're
Well,
not here.
there are apparently some that are deeper in the mines that are awake.
Are they stealing?
Why don't you go
I
look?
don't know. We're going to have to look.
I vote we try and sneak past them.
I vote
Yeah,
Ian
we're
goes.
not supposed to be down here,
and
so
just
we
looks
should probably
and
sneak past
sees-
them, like Audrey said.
Okay, sneak past them to where? What if it ends? Why don't you just go look?
I mean, we'd be doing that by sneaking past them.
Okay, but if you go and look by yourself, then they're less likely to spot someone, and then you can come back and tell us what you see, and then we can sneak past them if that's still the best thing to do.
You are the
Okay.
sneakiest one.
Please, I don't want to do
I didn't
it.
hear them. I don't even know where to go. I don't know where to go. You got point.
Kendall is going to
Tunnel.
Kendall is going to point out the direction that the sound is coming from, and goes, they're speaking in giant, so there's probably more than one giant, but they are busy doing something, so try to use that to your advantage. They're over there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Elin will go exactly where Kendall is pointing because she did not hear anything. So she's gonna go exactly there and gonna try to stealth, but I don't know what I'm seeing except for open cavern. So
Is it cavern or is it
as
tunnel?
as you're kind of making your way down this tunnel, it's about 20-foot ceilings. The elves seem to keep things pretty standard. You have this this mixture of gray and red rock all around you, with these little nodes of mithril kind of peeking out of the walls, small veins that they decided to abandon in favor of something larger. You will see, as you kind of feel down the wall, you make your way down, you will feel kind of a small, not walkway, I guess like a smaller tunnel, that's only about 5 or 10 feet wide. And you will, so make a stealth check if you are approaching stealthily.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 25.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, so you are able to poke your kind of like look around, just kind of from the hallway, and you will see two small frost giants. They seem to be there seem to be there are stacks of boxes of mithril on one side, and you see that they have just kind of sat down. They're perspiring. They seem to be sweating it out. And there are stacks of mithril boxes that they have up against one wall, and they're sort of leaned up against this what looks like a collapsed wall, like maybe a rock slide had happened. And make a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception is 4. It's a dirty 20.
Right, and so you'll hear the sound of carts moving up and down the rails, but they aren't where you are. They're down that way.
They're coming from below. Is that
past the near where the giants are?
They're past the giants.
Yeah, it's
though,
very
from
muffled.
what you can tell, there's nothing in there besides the giants and the boxes and just the walls. And one of them is collapsed, but the rest are intact. But you hear mine cart sounds from somewhere, just echoing for some reason into that room, but you don't know why.
Are there the tracks in there? Are they actually going towards where I hear the sound?
You don't see any tracks in there from the angle that you're sitting at. You look in, and there is a wall stacked with boxes. The giants leaned up against a collapsed rock wall, and a stream running through the middle.
There's a stream?
Yeah.
Is it running water?
As running as it gets. It's you
It's
wouldn't
stagnant,
drink it.
It's actually moving. It's moving, but it's not
It's
stagnant.
moving.
Oh wow. Okay. She's gonna wait a moment and listen to that sound of those carts. I'm counting how long it takes for a sound to get closer to me and farther away, like you do with lightning. I'm doing it with the carts. And
So
what I'm doing is I'm tracking how far away I think they might be going.
you'll hear after if you sit there and how long do you want to spend?
They don't see me. My team has asked me to scout ahead as long as it takes to hear a back and forth.
Okay.
That's generally how you measure distance.
After about 10 minutes, so in the course of about 10 minutes, you'll hear like it's the sound of like a hammer hitting an anvil, dink and dink as a cart comes in, dink, and then another one, dink, but it kind of you hear the rustle of wood, kind of like, blah, 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 blah. And then another one, a third one, dink, blah, blah, blah. And then then you hear,
And then the drums come in.
Yeah, and then it's the drop. Adorablue bringing the drop. So DJs will put anything before a beat these days. Roll the perception check. Womp womp womp. All right. So you will then hear the kind of the sound of rocks being thrown kind of into wet mud.
It's a rock show.
So,
but I'm dumb.
And then you'll see them moving crates onto these. You'll hear them kind of picking up the crates. You'll see them pick up the crates. You'll hear it crunch, dun, bum. And then they'll send it. Then they'll stack it back up. Dink.
And
dink,
those two
dink.
the frost giants are just standing out there.
They're the ones doing all this work.
They're doing all of it.
Yep.
So I hear something in the distance.
Three carts come in.
They're the ones doing the work. Mm-hmm.
You will hear the 3 carts come in. They seem close. Yeah, this is after 10 minutes. The 3 carts come in. They're close. The giants will... It sounds like the giants take a bunch of rocks down. You'll see them kind of going in and out of your eye shot with the boxes. And every time they go out of eye shot, you hear... as they set it down in what sounds like it might be the cart. And then they rebuild the rock wall. And then they wait.
They rebuilt the wall.
So,
well, I'm still observing what the hell is going on. They rebuilt the rock wall, from the rock side, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay. The wall from rock side and wait.
Curiouser and
they don't leave. They're not leaving. They're not coming towards me. They're like propped up against walls and waiting. Is what you're saying?
It just seems like so. If you wait another 10 minutes, it seems like their job is to move boxes of mithril onto these carts and to cover up whatever the thing is that is going on with these big rocks that look pretty natural.
Yeah.
And with a 20, you'd be able to tell that the rock wall is kind of boosted with illusion magic to make it look less
crazy.
Adora is filled with rage.
And I will come back after it sounds like a total like 20-ish, maybe 20-ish to 30 minutes, because I'll walk back. And Eileen's looking real pensive. She's really thoughtful. Well, I thought I was joking earlier. She's like whispering to everybody, got some real close. I thought I was joking earlier, but I might actually not be wrong. I'm not sure. I think there is maybe some stealing going on. It's real weird. Let me just break it down for you.
Wouldn't be the first time. I mean, we've witnessed them stealing before.
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure if that's what it is. It feels like what it is. And then I will break it down for everybody what I saw, how they seem to.
Right.
There seems to be a rock slide that is actually not a rock slide. It's actually disguising a hole that leads to tracks that are actually deeper. I don't know what direction they go, but something's deeper. And they kind of just keep seeming to send, the mithril down that way, and then
So
something
is
comes
this,
back, and I'm not really sure what's going on.
is this enough?
So it seems
Should we
like
go
we
get
need to,
someone?
or
Eh?
we
Now that
could
we know
follow
what to show
these
them.
tracks ourselves.
But
Have you
how?
guys
There's
ever heard the
giants.
one about the 3 goblins in the trench coat?
I love that one.
I thought it was kobolds, but I think I know the story.
Could be 3 kobolds. It's different. It's regional, I think.
Yeah, I think it's different regionally. Yeah. Now, so here's the thing. I think Audrey might have a point though. If we go and get
point
someone,
is-
I'm not sure it's gonna help because I'm pretty sure there's some hefty illusion magic on there. I'm pretty sure I only noticed because I was staring real quietly for a little bit
but
there.
if we tell them, like someone official, about the illusion magic, they can go and investigate.
No,
the
I
magic.
think that's a problem because the official
The giants
person
have gotten
in
them
charge-
eating out of their palms. Yeah.
Exactly.
We need
point is
proof,
I don't know.
concrete proof.
We do not
this-
know
this
who
is
is actually
concrete proof.
working with them.
What more do you want?
No, we're telling you we don't know which of the officials are possibly bad people.
suspicions.
Paris.
We could pick 2. And then the probability
What?
Statistically,
Molly,
that is not sound.
Yes. What's up, Isabel?
on my date with Fall Red, and hooking up and shit, did he seem unsavory at all?
Did Fall Red seem unsavory? No.
Okay.
No, Fall Red
Just
just
a bit
seemed like
airheaded.
we did see Fallred is friends with Herbalar.
But Fall Red doesn't know much about Urvalar outside of the fact that he brought giants to save the day.
Now,
and it gave his men the time off for Nos Yorahegua so he could
Mhm.
let them celebrate the holiday.
Except for the one person. who
Or
has
so he
to-
could let his giants
Staff
go
the desk.
around doing this sleazy scheme. Sleazy Ponzi
No,
scheme. Stealing
we don't
people's
want to tell-
babies.
Ponzi scheme.
I
We don't
listen.
tell Anlith.
So,
I'm pretty
you-
sure we don't
you-
tell Anlith. But Sundrith. The other one.
Suntar?
Sontar.
Centaur.
Suntar might be a good pick, but
Yeah.
I'm not positive. I'm just saying because I know everybody else trusts Suntar for
What
years.
more concrete proof could we find besides this wall?
Because I
Then
don't
we could
actually
find
know what
out-
they're doing. I don't know what they're doing,
I agree.
Paris. I just saw. I
We
can't
did
tell
find
you
out-
if that's actually part of this mine or not.
Elon,
I don't know what they're doing.
We should
I'm
find out what they're
whispering,
doing.
but I'm talking louder
How?
because my mic's over here.
Because it could be that you go in there, there's
Just
even more
stroking your
illusion
head, Elon.
magic, and we see basically nothing. It could be that we go in there and it's the whole operation. We don't know. And it
mean,
would
we
be
can
good to
move-
know
we can-
what is going to be behind that illusion.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, I brought up the kobolds in the trench coat thing.
I
so
don't even
think we
have.
should
I have the
start
haven't the
there.
basis to what you're referring to.
Well,
Out
you
of
have
character,
disguise
I have
kit,
no
right?
idea what you're suggesting.
Oh, okay. So out of
Disguise.
character, I'm
No, you can go back
suggesting
in
that we
character now.
sit on each other's shoulders and put on a giant trench coat and pretend to be a giant to distract them. While maybe
horrible.
Disguise.
another
It's
person
really horrible.
sneaks in. This is
there's
on plan.
no possible way that will ever work. Did you bring a
It's
giant-sized trench coat with you?
Whoever has a disguise kit.
I mean-
I have a
actually
disguise
that
kit.
one.
It doesn't have a giant-sized trench coat.
We have
I
cloaks.
was just saying, I don't know. I was going to suggest that we actually could try to go down the right side because it goes deeper. Maybe there's another way to get in through the right side.
I'm not
I mean-
against it.
We could. At
I
least
think we
check
should
it out on
keep
the
the
way
trench
out.
coat thing in the back pocket as like a plan B though.
Karis does not fucking want to be here. Karis is just like, I hate this. I hate all of it. I just want to get back to Nosio Hegwa. I want to watch some sports. I want to dance. I don't know. I just do not want to be in this dungeon.
I am with
right.
Kendall though. If Karis runs off and runs her mouth about this and we're wrong, we're gonna look real bad. We're probably gonna get thrown in jail. All right.
Mhm.
I really do think we need to actually verify if this is something bad or if this is actually just part of this mine. I don't know. It's just a really odd scenario. But I think if we go down the right side, maybe we can like find a back door. It's an abandoned shaft. It doesn't mean that they don't connect anywhere.
You think
You know,
that's
it's like
more-
an anthill.
Or
that's
maybe
more
we'll find the
likely than-
burial ground that they disturbed, causing this whole kerfuffle.
Do you think that's more likely than if we could continue down this direction?
Well, you were asking how we're going to get past them, and
Well, you said-
I mean, I could probably stealth it, and you don't like oddballs trench coat
Really good
idea.
idea.
Well, you said it. They're down a passage, like a whole
They're down
small
the
tunnel.
tunnel.
Yeah.
It's its own little side. It's its own little aside. It's separate from the main tunnel.
We could. I think that sounds like we could easily sneak
Yeah.
past. Yeah,
Right in front of them.
right in front
Well,
of.
if someone
Unless
was
I'm
far away from
misunderstanding
them,
where they're
distracting them.
standing.
I think you're misunderstanding. I think out of character, you're misunderstanding where they're standing. Because the way that it works is there's a tunnel, and then there's an opening. In
You
the tunnel
apparently
on the
have a
side.
map I don't have in your mind.
That's true, but that's because I can hear
That they
Molly
go
better.
down themselves somehow.
There's a tunnel that you went down. Also, there's a side tunnel.
I can
that's
hear
smaller.
Molly.
There's a tunnel, and then there's a
I
side
mean, I'm
tunnel.
hearing everything Molly is saying. I would like Molly to tell me where
Okay.
are the giants
'Kay.
standing then?
So you have this tunnel that you're on, tracks, path down either side, veins on the walls. You walk down and you spend about half an hour sitting this little inlet, this little cave that kind of was off to the side where you found the giants, and you listen there for about half an hour watching, and that was what
so we
you
could
saw.
just keep walking past.
You could just
this
walk
little inlet
right
if we
past
wanted?
it.
Oh, or we could go in to find the secret tunnel.
Through the
tunnel.
mountains.
Thank you.
If you wanted,
Yes,
if you wanted to go in there, I think what we would have to do is like just wait, stake it out, go wait on the other side, and then wait for the giants to go home, and then go in and look around. But that's our entire day.
Yes.
So in the
Well,
interim,
that's why
we
I
can
think
keep
I
exploring.
need to know, do you want to go down the secret tunnel or not? If it's not the secret tunnel you're trying to go down, yeah, we could just keep going. If you're trying to go down the secret tunnel, yes. we're gonna walk
Eventually,
right past
I
the
would
giants.
like to go down the secret tunnel. But I think Karis might be right that we could wait it out and see how the situation develops. And
Okay,
go down
so
the normal tunnel.
we're behind waiting it out. Do you want to keep walking down the tunnel that you're in, or you want to go back to the right?
We
Let's
can
keep going.
walking if you want to. Mhm.
You want to just keep going down?
I thought you were trying to say to go down the secret tunnel, which is a very different thing.
Okie dokie. So, you'll make your way down. You'll walk 10 minutes and you'll come across, a little depot where carts come in, and you'll see a ascend track, kind of like these tracks that go out further deep into the mountain. Like there should be carts there saying to like bring you forward, but there aren't. It appears to be unpopulated, so they're just sort of the rails, and they start to go up onto this elevated platform. But it is just sort of a fork. But that seems to sort of, if you walk a little bit further down, that seems to be, you can see the other set of rails. Just seems like they have two sets of rails for convenience sake.
Okay.
You want to walk further?
Let's follow the rails, yeah?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you walk another 10 minutes, and this will start to curve around. and I need everyone to make a perception check for me.
I'm also just in the interim going to be keeping an eye out for anything that looks remotely like what Elon described as the secret tunnel entrance, just to see, if there's any other secret tunnel entrances or anything.
21.
About.
2.
I will have described what the wall kind of looked like and
Yeah, the rock wall. Yeah.
alert Audie, like remember there might be illusion magic, but anything that looks distinctly like you might have reassembled a wall somewhere.
Sure.
Perception.
And what did you
is a
say?
dirty
Perception
20.
15.
Dirty 20, 21.
Also dirty 20.
Okay, cool. So y'all three will see a staircase that leads up. It seems to be you have to shake some very dusty stone, and it's kind of tucked in this back wall. But you notice like a buried staircase in this kind of
it looks
really
hidden?
deep
Like
area.
it was.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's been used.
It looks disused, or it looks like it was intentionally hidden.
It doesn't look like it's been used in a long time. And it,
Okay.
like there's been people have just stacked shit in front of it, boxes.
Going down, I assume.
The staircase goes up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it would go up, but it doesn't look used.
Is this does it
take a
dead
look.
end in the staircase?
Nope, you see it goes up. You see it goes up for a good bit, and you see it
But
level
like the
out.
staircase is the only way that we can go, or there's another.
Nope,
it's
you
like a
can
branch.
continue going down.
What do you guys want to? What do you think? This is a mysterious
It's not-
staircase. Could be full of secrets.
He's got a point.
I would say we could go. Why not? It's not used.
I love a good
maybe
mystery.
Maybe you should go alone again.
I'll come with you.
Me?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's disused, but what if the other side's got people in it or something? I don't know.
I don't feel good sending Elon on all these solo missions. What if she gets jumped?
Okay, I feel like you going along is going to make things dangerous for her,
So,
right?
where would you like to go? You would like
What
to
are
go
you
up the staircase?
insinuating,
You know
Karen?
what?
He's going.
You know what? Okay, you know what? Alright, Oddball. You stand behind me. Let's go up the fucking stairs. Let's just go. God.
Alright,
This episode's going to have a lot of creeps.
Odyssey and Elon climb up this staircase.
Just stand behind me, alright? We're gonna get this is part of your training. Alright?
I'll just 5 feet back at all times.
Just scream really
Sorry,
loudly
this is
and
backwards.
Paris
Here
can
we
run
go.
Fast enough for you.
So, as you come up to the top here, you can see, correct?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Kara,
are we
so
back on the map?
I'm gonna put you there.
On the map.
Okay,
Yep.
let me pull the map back up on the stream. Okay. All right. Cool.
So
It's a lot of
you're not.
spikes.
Paris is not there, but just so that she can see, and I'll put you on
Just
there
so
as well,
Adora
Kendall,
can
so
see,
you can
so that
see.
the folks at home can see.
So you look out and you see this pit covered in spikes,
Ooh.
and
Classic
it
spike
has,
pit.
Why is there a spike there?
Why not?
It has a you see like a platform that appears to have been built. It's about 30 feet down. And you see platforms that had been built and then collapsed over and over again. And then on the far side, you see another set of platforms. As you look down at the ground in front of you, you will see the following. You will see to pass, you must answer these questions 3.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no! Elon's head shoots out like, oh god, Audie, I think we're on the advanced track.
Should have done the trench coat bit.
Are you ready? I don't
And
know
so
how to
this
think of the
stone.
puzzles.
So this is inscribed in the first one. So the first question is, the more you take, the more you leave behind.
The more you take, the more you.
These are riddles, Audie, alright?
Mm-hmm.
The
Are you any
second,
good at them?
I am a jungle explorer, so I love.
All right, I
riddles
just
and
needed to
booby
ask. I just needed to
traps.
ask. Continue. Not here, present narrator reading out loud to us.
Omnipotent god creature.
I
we're
love
totally
that.
reading
I
that
think
loud,
that
okay.
might be my new gender, omnipotent god creature.
Or
That really
omniscient,
gives me some
omnipotent god
euphoria.
creature.
Nice.
You're so omniscient, oh holy one, with the voice coming out of our
Right.
heads.
And so you'll see a doctor and a captain are both in love with a woman.
Wait,
What?
this is the second riddle?
Yep.
Okay.
I realize how
Okay.
incongruous this is now, but too late. We're here. The captain had to go on a long voyage,
All right.
and before the captain left, the captain gave the woman 7 apples.
Oh dear.
Why?
Oh, so that
Wait,
the doctor.
you have to answer it in order. Okay.
Wait, you're not even there. Yeah, just like wait, but we
Oh,
can
yeah.
brainstorm. We can brainstorm
Can
among
can
ourselves.
you
as
So
players.
wait. A doctor
then
and a
the-
captain are both in love with the same woman. That's how that one started.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, then I got the rest.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I get that one
Okay.
too. Yeah, that one's not too hard. Okay.
I think I got the first one too. I'm not sure though.
Okay, and then the third
The
one
third one.
is I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What
I know
am
this
I?
one. I know this one.
Okay, I think I think
Can
for
you
the
repeat
first
that?
one I have an idea.
Can
for
you
that
repeat
as
that
well.
one slowly, please?
Absolutely. I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs,
Mhm.
but I need air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't have a mouth,
Mhm.
but water kills me.
They're just
What
like
am I?
rocks
Oh, I
with
know
words
that
on
one.
them.
All right.
This
Yeah.
is
So,
this is a this
Molly,
is a
I just want you to remember. Remember, I'm in Lancaster. You remember?
I know. And I literally was like Grumblebee's gonna love this. Let me put this in here.
I was like, wait a
They
second,
they
Molly
can
knows.
either
Okay.
fight their way through the dungeon or do riddles. I know they love riddles.
I love riddles.
And then
Just
Scarlet,
right.
just
Okay.
checking, Scarlet. You said you got the wording on the second one, right? I think.
I did, yes.
Okay. Before we answer anything,
Well,
you
before you answer
had
anything,
said
we're
you
not there.
must answer these 3 questions, right, Molly?
Yep.
Okay, and there's no other wording there. It just says you must answer these 3 questions.
Yes.
Okay, so I turn to Audie and I'll say, okay, I do not think there's a trick here, at least, about any order we answer these, or like if we have to shout the answers at all 3 at the same time or anything. We just
Like
gotta
as you
answer the questions.
turn towards Odd, he just looks ecstatic and he's like,
Oh, that's a face. All right. I suggest we probably answer them in the order we're reading them. And I'm going to say
Like
we probably
answering
just
them
need to
without me and Kendall.
shout into the void.
I love how they're just gonna answer it without us. I have
you
all
know
the
what?
answers in
Have
my
fun.
head.
Yeah, me too.
Good job.
What makes you think we don't?
Maybe
I
I'm
really appreciate your lack of
We
faith.
got beef,
What lack of faith?
beef
I just said
here
go
on
for
the
it. Have
Concord
fun.
Nilmananji.
I
Holy
know,
smoke.
right?
This isn't
Like,
like,
hot
a
damn.
resentment. It's foam.
Oh,
Sticking, we
You know
only
what?
have
You know what,
3
though?
episodes left of this arc, and
God.
we have to tell you we want to ratchet up the drama here on AOTT.
Mhm.
So
I will-
make sure that you're staying tuned. Make sure that you subscribe and you ring that bell. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Let us know, were they right to answer these questions without the rest of their party? What's your
I will
first
say-
answer?
I will say, Adora, we did tell Elin to go off on
To go
her
off by-
own.
no.
That's
And
not what I
I-
said.
Audie is the
You
only
Company.
one that
decided to
told
interpret
them.
that. I think scouting missions are cool. It's okay if y'all don't like stealth scouting missions. That's your problem.
Why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking you. I said y'all was not to anybody who's like saying like you just said that like we sent them off on their own. Like that's not what a scouting mission is.
I mean, but like
we could go
Elin-
back. That's fair.
Okay,
Elin was
nah,
saying that like they didn't want to go by
What are we
themselves. That's
doing?
all I'm saying.
Are you going
Well,
back to get them, or are you
communicate
just
that
going to
then.
answer the questions?
It's no worries.
Let's
It's-
discuss.
They're those riddles. I'm sure they'll get them.
Okay, so I'm going to continue.
I have faith.
What I was saying to Oddball. So, anyways, so Audie, I think that in terms of these riddles, if we're going to answer them, I think I have the first and the last one figured out.
Okay.
Do you
Let's
think?
confirm.
What do you think? How do you feel about the middle one?
That's also the only one that I'm not sure about. So a doctor and a captain are both in love with the same woman. The captain goes on a long voyage and gives the woman 7 apples.
Yeah, I
Is
like
it a
that
horse?
I think that one's
Was there a
really
question?
funny.
That's it. Why?
You have
Question
to
is
think
why?
in the English language for that one.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Oh.
wasn't sure if you were continuing what you were saying.
No,
No, that's
Sorry,
it.
out of character. Okay.
That's the whole riddle. Yeah. No, and I don't know that one. I feel good about the first one and the last one.
Yeah, I think that. Well, okay. What Elin will do is she's gonna reach in her pocket because she's the one that's got like the tools and like her smith stuff because she's not sure how this works. So she's gonna take it out and I'm gonna write it down instead of saying anything out loud. And so she's just taking out like her smith's pencil or something, and she's gonna show Audie. I think the first one, and you can read it. Is she'll write footsteps is the first one. Footsteps or footprints, okay? And then she'll point to the third one, and then the third one it will be written the word fire.
Agreed.
And she's asking basically oddball, like, do you feel the same way? I feel this. I feel these are the answers. Okay. Don't say anything out loud. But the second one said Grumblebee. Can't do that in her head.
That's a much more better way to say it. I don't think you're deficient at all.
Oh no, actually I do. I have a nonverbal learning disability.
That's fine. That doesn't mean you're deficient.
Yeah. It's
neurodiversity.
brain chemical deficiency. Neurodiversity, I like it.
I think you're excellent. I don't think you're deficient at all.
Oh, thank you so much.
I could go on for a while about.
Thank you for putting it in the chat. I was like, I can't see this. Okay, so Audie, don't say the answers out loud again. Now, if you want, we're not going to get past these spikes without our friends, and I don't really know what happens if we answer these, and if it's like we have to go further, is the path going to suddenly appear, and then if we cross it, the path disappears, and then we won't know how to get back. So
plus, it seems like neither of us know the answer. So
for the middle one, I have a guess or two, but I don't want to say anything out loud. I do, but I don't want to say anything out loud without actually figuring out what you want
Let's
to do
go
next.
confer with our friends then, and we can see if they want to try and continue down this path.
Pit spikes, and they're never going to know. Then they're going to come look for us, and then they're going to see spikes, and they're like, how the heck do we get to them now?
And those two, there's no way they're going to be able to solve the riddles.
No.
And Shade here on the
We should go get them.
Make sure you ring that bell for extra
appreciate
Shade.
that commentary.
All right, so you recollect your party members and you bring them back up to the top, and you.
Well, we're probably conferring away from it so we can speak like freely.
Okay.
Sure.
I will explain it to them.
Great.
And then I could write it down with my Smith's pencil. I'll write down
what
the riddles.
do you think they are so far?
Well, Oddball and I feel like the first one is like footsteps or footprints. The more you take, the more you leave behind.
You know, I was thinking vacation time, but that's better.
I mean, I don't really have like an idea of what that is.
I think it is also tracks, footprints, something like that.
Yeah,
More steps. Steps.
We're on the same page.
I
right,
still
the
think
third
vacation
one.
time. Okay.
Well, we could
It's a
have
good
it
thought, though. I like where your mind's at, Kara.
Footstep is, I think, the best one because you take footsteps, you also leave behind footsteps.
Yeah, footsteps.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay, so we're agreed. The third one is the other one that we feel fairly like obviously certain about,
right?
And we think it's fire.
Obviously.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So those ones seem
obviously.
to be like
I mean, that's brilliant. Actually, I never thought of that.
And the second one, you know this one already?
Second one is the one that is a bit tricky. We're not positive. We don't have a positive answer.
That's an idea.
Out of character. I would like to live. Are people who had FOMO and whatnot go ahead and?
Why don't you go ahead, Isabel? I think we have the same idea.
They were so certain they had it. So
I think we're both certain.
I don't
The captain was going on a journey and left his lover behind some apples because the doctor is also interested in his lover, and they are in a monogamous society. So he wants to keep that doctor away. An apple a day keeps that doctor away.
Well
okay.
done.
I see that.
Well
okay.
done. Well
You got it before I did, but I figured it out pretty soon after. Like,
you know,
I'm not
out of character, Lee. You both were so certain when
We were so
talking.
certain.
I wanted to give you that opportunity after you
Thank you.
dissed Oddball and I.
Yeah, Molly gave the hint, and we were both like, "Yeah, obviously, okay, cool."
Oh, calm down, everybody! You don't even know if we're gonna leave you yet. Calm down.
The footsteps
I was like,
the footsteps one actually took me a lot to try to piece out. The other two I got right away. I've heard the fire.
I think
one
if
before.
I had to sit for the middle one, it would have taken me a while to work through that.
I definitely like
Molly
the footsteps
knows
one. I was like,
me a riddle.
I was like, the footsteps one. I was like, okay, vacation time makes sense, and I feel like there's a lot of other similar things. So I'll just I'm not gonna.
I also thought of time.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm just gonna not think like a break. The more breaks you take, right? Like I was just gonna like, okay, somebody else will have a better thing than vacation time. It's the same vibe as that. Footsteps is probably better.
I love me a riddle.
So,
all right. So we all feel pretty certain about this.
Confident.
Very certain. Very certain.
We will walk back up those stairs, and my best guess is we have to say them out loud, probably in the order that the questions are written. If everybody agrees,
seems reasonable.
We can just take turns. Who wants to say the first answer?
Me. Odd does. I do.
Okay, I was going to say
take it away.
The answer to the first riddle is footsteps.
And you see a rune light up on the far side.
That's nice.
Sign.
I like that.
I'm a high five, everybody.
A nice touch.
Wait, again, once again. To your left.
To my left. 3, 2, 1.
The Scarlet has to count down.
No, we gotta go again. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Elaborate high five. 10 minutes of high five content.
This is what they tune in for.
This is what we bring that's unique. You know, you can go, you can go and watch Critical Role with paid voice actors and professional writers, but you will not see 10 minutes of awkward high-fiving content unless you ring that bell and you get that content first. So be greedy.
Like and subscribe.
Take that high-fiving content for you.
Paid voice actors is not what makes Critical Role different from us. We have that. What makes them different is that they have a set and like cameras and mics and stuff.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, leave it on loop in the background for a while.
Yes.
In terms of service by saying
I'm kidding. I would never say anything that breaks any terms of service. This is a joke.
It's a comedy show. We are making jokes. So you the second riddle, what is the answer?
Someone else want to answer? I can keep going, but I feel like Odd is in it for the teammanship.
Kendall,
do you want to answer?
You can do it.
You knew it too.
I don't know if Karis did know it.
Your explanation was really beautiful.
Adora knew it. I don't know that Karis did know it.
Okay, so the answer to the second riddle is he would like to keep the doctor away.
Wonderful.
Not a horse.
And another rune lights up in a bright silver.
Yeah. So the first rune was what color then?
Green.
Thank you. So green, silver, mean anything to anyone?
Not that I care to admit.
Relatable. Want me to say the last one? Should I say the last one?
Yeah, say the last one.
Fire.
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm just kidding. No.
I'm gonna step out just in case some weird stuff happens. Like I was about to say that. Karis would not. We're just going in.
Fireball.
Just going in.
No. So you hear a latch.
Exactly. The whole
You-
room's
Yeah. So although it's now flaming spike pits, the answer was actually to use climbing kits and walk around. No.
Riddles for a red
so
herring.
you will see the wooden pathways that had collapsed into the pit spin up with magic and build itself into like this rickety pathway. And it's shaking, but if you were to put a foot on it, like you reach out with your hand and you touch it, and it becomes stable, like hard as rock once you put any extremity on it.
Let's go.
I put a hand on it and say, well, I think we have assembled a path.
Great.
All right,
I walk
let's do
over.
it.
Cool. So you'll make it over here. Karis apparently will not. Karis does her own thing. Karis just hangs out in the spike
I'm
pit
trying.
forever.
Kendall
right.
is
Feels
going
really
to just
alone here.
bring up the rear.
Cool. And so there in front of you there is the lever, and after a few minutes you will hear the lever click back over, and you'll see a stairway going downwards on the other side of this.
Hmm. Well, after all of you, since I am in the back.
All right.
Yeah. Going down
All
the
right.
staircase.
So you move to the staircase, and
Cautiously, I would say. I would hope.
Creepy
At
staircase
least trod.
in the mountain.
In this
what's your
bike
marching
room.
order? Who's going first?
Me.
If Kendall took the back, then I'll do third. So I
I'll be
should
second.
do
That's
third
fine. I'm
back.
fine with that.
Yeah, you're reminding me to be stealthy.
Yeah.
And then Kendall.
On.
Kendall, maybe because you're taking up the rear, maybe Kendall's canonically atop. We'll have to see. We love that. That's very dungeon master.
Very PG-13
England
review.
switches apparently.
What is
Switches
like?
in the
Have you
middle.
ever watched
I mean-
the movie Inception? He's something that you
Anyway.
use to see if you're in reality or not.
Right, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
exactly.
Duh.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
this is-
orienting all of you to
Genius.
reality.
Yes. Tell me about my orient me. I have very few clean things to say at 10:19 p.m. on a Monday night. So, how are you? So
Relatable.
you see this thin hallway. There are still these little specks of mithril in the walls, these little veins. You see about 10 feet ahead on your left, a staircase descending down. Another grip ahead on your right, another staircase. And then you see the hallway narrows a bit and then goes forward.
And they're both going down?
Both of them go down. And then there's a clear pathway going forward.
All right, well, what now?
Which one of the two that are going down? Obviously, this would involve like our sense of direction as characters. So if you want us to make a roll about it, which one do we think goes in the direction of that like illusory wall room tunnel thing that was found earlier?
Okay.
Like obviously we could have been all turned around. I don't know. So
Well, survival.
I'm gonna say that you're mostly turned around at this point. What I will do is I'll say like we can have a survival check and we can have a perception check and any other, if you have another check that you'd like to do, if you have a tool that you can use, if you want to make a similar check.
sure,
I'll
I'll
do
make a perception check.
Okay.
Is this an option for all of us? Just to.
Yep, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
17.
19 for survival. For me. Also, Molly, I just noticed your delightful little axolotl, and in my head, because of his coloring, I came up with the canon that he's an axolavolotl because he's lava colored.
Oh,
I just wanted you to know.
baby.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize that was an oxalotl, and based on its face, I thought that was a Ditto trying to be a Charmander.
I definitely thought it was an axolotl.
And then it's
That
his
would
little
also be
cinnamon bun
awesome.
friend in front of him. So yeah, thank you very much to my guild. I almost just said I set my friends on fire. What the heck is Am I Muted is the name of the World of Warcraft guild that I rated
set
with for a
my
while.
friends on fire. I can see how you could get that and confused it. I'm muted.
Yeah, right?
It's a band that I really like. I set my friends on fire.
Oh, okay, that makes more
Ravenous
sense.
Rhinos and things that rhyme with orange are definitely like high school me, 100%.
Oh, I love it.
So we have with a 19 and a 17 perception. You are smelling something really like sulfurous. Kind of coming in from this hallway. And as you get closer to these stairways, the air seems to get fresher and it seems to get more and more stale and more sulfurous and it's not caustic, but where it singes your nose a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You sure it's
Is this the same day that we went to that wine and cheese thing?
Day 2. This is day 2.
Okay.
Yep, you had a long rest. So you smell this, and what were the other rolls?
I didn't roll.
Okay.
So I had a 19, but mine was for survival.
Okay.
I don't know if that was one of the perception rolls, which is also fine
Yeah.
if that's
Survival. So as you kind of try to keep your orientation, the way forward seems to kind of arc that way. As best you can tell,
arc towards
seems
the.
to arc towards where you wanted to go.
Okay, so I'm going to tell everyone, as far as I know, as far as I can figure out, that's the direction we'd want to go to investigate the secret tunnel.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Let's go then.
It's better
Cool.
better over there anyway. Tasty.
I am very curious.
That's away
about
from the icky
sulfur.
smell?
Nope, you're moving into the icky smell.
We're moving
Oh,
into
I thought
the
you
icky
said it
smell.
got
Okay.
fresher in this direction.
No,
Oh,
it gets
that
fresher
actually
down
makes
the
a lot more
staircases.
sense. I was gonna say on an
Ah.
out of game, I would have expected the sulfur smell to be deeper in.
No, the staircases are where it's fresher. I mean, it's still musty as hell, but this acrid odor
If you want
is
to find-
getting stronger.
That makes sense, actually.
And
Yeah.
as you get to where you are, all right, that's where you are. You hear, you don't speak giant.
I
No.
speak giant.
I
All
speak
right.
giant.
So if
Are we
you're
all
up
together?
with Karis, if you're all moving together,
Moving
then
together.
you will start to hear an incantation being chanted. It's arcane words and magic words, and you see this. I'm assuming. So there's the smell coming. You're hearing this incantation. How do you approach that?
Can I ask you a question, Molly?
Hit me.
They're speaking in giant, and they're doing their incantation in giant. I assume their incantation probably has some meaning to it and isn't just nonsense giant words.
Yep.
What am I hearing?
So you're hearing, in your study of it, it seems like a variant of some religious chants that you've heard, but there's a lot more of that void imagery in there in the chant, and so it's like if there were a Giant's Lord prayer, it will be the Giant's Lord prayer to Cthulhu monsters. Is
Cool.
probably
Okay.
the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
And so it seems in it, occasionally there are words that actually flicker out of your understanding of giant. It seems to be something else, this hissing and gurgling, and then it comes back to giant, and it seems to be moving between the two.
Unless someone stops me, I'm going to stealth forward.
Kendall is also going to stealth forward. He's actually got a lot of urgency to him. Since we are close enough to be heard, he's not saying anything, but he's got a lot of urgency. And if Kara stops, he's going to try to squeeze around her.
Okay.
All right.
Well, roll.
So you're stealthing forward, or you're just walking in?
Stealthing.
All right. Rolls for stealth.
My result is 17.
Okay.
18.
Sorry.
Kendall's very concerned about what he's hearing, guys.
14.
And
for
I am going to give Molly a 3-minute warning for me.
Oh yeah, no, we're very close to ending here. So it's 14 was the last one.
For odd, yep.
Kendall is... Actually, Molly, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If I choose to forego stealth, would I be able to get to where that person is before they finish their incantation?
If you were sitting there listening, it's not like something that's like pressing. Like it seems like they're doing like a ritual casting.
Okay.
It has the cadence of that.
It seems like it's a long cast, so it's not something that I need to like get there now.
Right.
Someone's throat isn't about to get split.
Right.
I'm a little bit more worried about other things, but yeah. I'm worried about our ties to our magic getting slit, actually.
Worthy concern. So, as you enter this room, you kind of walk up behind and you see a carved out fireplace that seems to back up onto an exhaust chimney that seems to be blocked off and is flooding the room with this noxious smoke. And you'll see this giant bent over a book, and you see different. You see a bloody knife on the table. You see the firelight will glint off of it, and you'll hear a voice, and this is the last thing that you'll hear, and it will say, "Srivnar!" In Elvish, this is being said. "Srivnar! They're here!"
Uh-oh.
A voice you recognize as Captain Herbalaris.
Oh,
And
what
that
a jerk.
is where we will pick up next time. Thank you so much for an awesome session, and so excited to see you all for episode 13. Bye!
Bye.